Alright, here we got some more Mythic America Inca. The Antisuyu archers. I'm sure I'm butchering that. If anyone knows how to actually say that, educate me in the comments. Says they're an integral part of the warband, providing range support to the Kuzku warriors. Also armed with daggers and a shield. They can stand their ground in melee, but their true expertise is with their bow. And then here's painted. Very colorful. This box also came from my buddy Mike down at Discover Games in Fayetteville, Georgia. Mike and Alan down there are awesome dudes. I see them at conventions all the time, several times a year. I think probably 4 or if not more times a year at this point. Big fans of those guys. Alright, look like this one's packed by Becky. Thanks, Becky. Let's see what we got here. Of course, they come with the wooden bases. These guys look like individual, so no assembly. Just have to clip that huge chunk of metal off right there. Let's zoom in a bit. Look very similar to the Kuzku warriors. So obviously they just have bows. With the angle on that bow, and with his hand, I'm gonna guess that this guy's pulling back. Either that or his bow is just bent a little bit. Oh yeah, like this guy's. But the good part about metal models is you just bend them back out. Like so. Yeah, they look good. One of the big draws of Mythic Earth to me is all the natives, you know. Very few games. Lots of games, especially historical games, will have Native American Indians, you know, Cherokee, stuff like that. But Mythic Earth explores, what do they call it? Pre-Columbian cultures around the globe. And it is cultures that you don't often see. Sometimes in historical games you'll see them, but the historical games don't deal with the mythology of it at all. And Mythic Earth is steeped in the mythology of all these cultures. So I am a big fan of it. Quetzalcoatls and Indigos and all kinds of stuff. And I am a big fan of it. So we do have some repeated poses in here, which is to be expected. I'm just straightening all the bows out. There's some, you know, metal flash on there. Not a big deal. It all comes off real easy. Metal models, in my experience over the last few decades, only really get hairy when there's assembly required. And so these guys being single pieces is fine by me. It looks like all their bows are going to be bent, so I'll have to get those shaped up how I like, but they just bend right out. No big deal. Yeah, these guys are super cool. And you can tell by all the detail in their clothes and their uniforms. Like, these will all be different colors. They're very colorful models. Lots of detail. This guy's the same as the last one. It's definitely got some repeat poses, which is to be expected. And this guy with a high angle up, that's cool. Another kneeling guy. Yeah. Take one more look at the painted examples. You can see how colorful they are. I don't know if I would paint them that colorful just due to my lack of talent, but they look pretty rad. And that is the Inca Antisuyu archers.